The Young and the Restless Spoilers, a new chapter for Billy and Sally. Torn between dreams and reality, Billy Abbott and Sally Spectra, two individuals with intertwined fates, now stand at a crossroads that will redefine their lives forever. The decision they face is monumental: to leave behind Genoa City, the place they've called home, and embark on a new journey in Los Angeles. But this path is fraught with uncertainties, emotional turmoil, and a clash of wills that could either strengthen or shatter their relationship. Billy, seeking a fresh start for Billy Abbott, Genoa City no longer holds the allure it once did. Once a prominent figure in the bustling town, his influence and purpose have waned. The opportunities that once seemed endless have faded, and Billy now yearns for something more: a clean slate, a chance to reinvent himself in a city where possibilities seem limitless. Los Angeles, with its sprawling landscapes and vibrant energy, represents everything Billy desires: freedom, potential, and the promise of a life unburdened by the shadows of his past. To him, LA isn't just a destination, it's a beacon of hope where he and Sally can thrive together. He envisions them building a life that's not only exciting but also free from the constraints of Genoa's small-town drama. However, Billy's optimism blinds him to the complexities of the move. His eagerness to start over leaves little room for the concerns and fears Sally harbors, a miscalculation that will soon lead to conflict. Sally, the weight of the past. Sally Spectra, on the other hand, sees Los Angeles through a very different lens. For over 30 years, LA was her home, a city that both shaped and scarred her. It was a place of grand dreams, but also devastating heartbreaks. Her connections there have long since faded, and the city now feels more like a specter of her past than a promising future. To Sally, returning to LA is not just inconvenient, it's unbearable. The crowded streets, the suffocating atmosphere, and the memories of a life she left behind weigh heavily on her. She's found a semblance of stability in Genoa City, a place where she's rebuilt herself and forged meaningful relationships. Sally sees no reason to uproot her life for the uncertainty of Billy's vision. But Billy's insistence disrupts the fragile equilibrium Sally has worked so hard to maintain. His relentless optimism about their potential in LA clashes with her pragmatic fears, setting the stage for a confrontation that neither could have anticipated. The clash, passion meets stubbornness. Their disagreement begins as a simple difference of opinion but quickly escalates into a heated argument. Billy passionately outlines his vision for their future: a life of freedom, adventure, and success in LA. He paints vivid pictures of what they could achieve together, believing wholeheartedly that Sally will see the logic in his plans. But Sally's response is sharp and unyielding. She accuses Billy of being naive, of romanticizing a city that is far from the paradise he imagines. She reminds him of the struggles she endured in LA and questions his understanding of what their life would truly be like there. Her refusal to entertain the idea infuriates Billy, who sees her resistance as a lack of faith in him and their relationship. "You don't trust me," Billy declares, his voice rising with frustration. "You don't believe that I can make this work for us." "It's not about trust, Billy," Sally fires back. "It's about reality. You're chasing a dream without thinking about the consequences. I'm not going to follow you blindly into something that could destroy us." The argument spirals, with neither willing to back down. Sally feels cornered, and Billy feels betrayed. The love that once united them now seems like a fragile thread, threatening to snap under the weight of their conflicting desires. The question of trust. As their argument intensifies, an underlying question emerges: who is right? Should Sally trust Billy's vision and take a leap of faith, or should Billy listen to Sally's warnings and reconsider his plans? The answer isn't simple, and the stakes are high. Billy believes that their love can overcome any obstacle, but he underestimates the depth of Sally's fears. Meanwhile, Sally sees danger in Billy's impulsiveness but struggles to articulate how deeply her past in LA haunts her. Both are driven by love, but their methods of expressing it couldn't be more different. In the midst of their turmoil, another layer complicates the decision. Nate Hastings and Amy, two acquaintances from Genoa City, are already in Los Angeles. Their presence offers both a comfort and a potential source of tension. Will they serve as allies to Billy and Sally, or will they inadvertently fan the flames of discord? A dangerous gamble unbeknownst to Billy, Los Angeles holds dangers he is yet to comprehend. Sally, however, knows all too well the perils of chasing dreams in a city that often demands more than it gives. Her refusal to move isn't just about personal discomfort, it's about survival. But Billy's determination to leave Genoa is unshakable. He views the move as not just a personal choice but a necessity for their future. He's convinced that staying in Genoa means stagnation, while moving to LA represents growth. His inability to see the risks reflects a stubborn optimism that could either lead to triumph or disaster. The turning point their relationship now hangs in the balance. The decision they make will determine not only their future as a couple but also their individual paths. Will Billy's charm and determination win Sally over, convincing her to take a chance on LA? Or will Sally's grounded perspective and emotional resilience persuade Billy to reconsider his plans? As they stand on the precipice of change, one thing is certain. Their lives will never be the same. The question remains, will their love survive the weight of this choice, or will the road to Los Angeles mark the end of their journey together? This is not just a story about moving to a new city, it's a tale of trust, resilience, and the sacrifices we make for love. Billy and Sally must decide whether their bond is strong enough to weather the storm, or whether their divergent dreams will tear them apart. If Sally and Billy were to break up, it would likely mark the culmination of a relationship that, while built on fleeting moments of connection, has struggled under the weight of irreconcilable differences. Their personalities, motivations, and ways of approaching life seem to pull them in opposite directions. Let's analyze how a breakup could reshape their lives and possibly lead to growth for both characters. Why Sally and Billy's relationship feels fragile from the outset. Sally and Billy's relationship has seemed like an intriguing but precarious match. Sally is a woman of unshakable confidence and razor-sharp intelligence. Her experiences, particularly in Los Angeles, have shaped her into a survivor, someone who fights tooth and nail for what she wants and expects her partner to share her drive and strength. Billy, while charismatic and well-meaning, often struggles with insecurity and indecision. His need for validation and his tendency to chase new beginnings can come across as both restless and impulsive. Sally's frustration with Billy may stem from the fact that she sees potential in him but feels he lacks the fortitude to rise to the occasion. She might admire his charm, but admiration alone cannot sustain a relationship. Their current argument highlights a deeper issue, a lack of trust and alignment in their vision for the future. Sally's reluctance to follow Billy to Los Angeles isn't just about the city itself, it's a reflection of her waning confidence in his ability to lead their partnership effectively. On the other hand, Billy may view Sally's resistance as a lack of respect for his dreams and a refusal to see the bigger picture. These underlying tensions have likely been simmering for a while, and their latest fight might be the final spark that causes the relationship to implode. Sally without Billy, a stronger path ahead? If Sally were to end her relationship with Billy, it would likely be a decision born out of self-preservation. She has proven time and again that she is a fiercely independent woman who knows her worth. Staying in a relationship that feels unbalanced or incompatible would only hinder her personal growth and happiness. Sally's future without Billy could be brighter, as it would free her to pursue opportunities and connections that align with her ambitions and values. She has a history of overcoming challenges and forging her own path, and a breakup could be the catalyst for her to refocus on her career or find someone whose strength and resolve match her own. Adam Newman, for example, has often been a figure of intrigue in Sally's life. His unapologetic confidence, resourcefulness, and complex personality might be a better match for her. Unlike Billy, Adam has demonstrated an ability to weather storms and make decisive moves, qualities that Sally may find appealing. If their paths were to cross again, it could spark a dynamic and possibly more fulfilling partnership. Billy without Sally, a chance to reflect and grow. Billy, on the other hand, might struggle initially with the breakup. His relationship with Sally may have been a source of comfort and excitement, but it also exposed his flaws, his impulsiveness, his tendency to project his desires onto others, and his difficulty handling rejection. A breakup could force Billy to confront these issues and take a hard look at his life choices. It might be the wake-up call he needs to truly commit to personal growth. Without Sally's influence, Billy would have the opportunity to rediscover his identity, reassess his priorities, and potentially emerge as a stronger, more self-assured individual. However, there's also a risk that Billy might fall into old patterns of escapism, seeking out distractions rather than addressing the root causes of his dissatisfaction. His ability to grow from the experience would depend on his willingness to face uncomfortable truths about himself. The emotional fallout at the end of their relationship would not come without pain. Despite their differences, Sally and Billy have shared meaningful moments and likely harbored genuine affection for each other. Breaking up would force both of them to confront their vulnerabilities and navigate the emotional fallout of parting ways. For Sally, the breakup might feel like a relief, an escape from a relationship that no longer serves her. For Billy, it could feel like a failure, especially if he sees Sally as someone who gave up on him. Their differing emotional responses would underscore the mismatch in how they approached their partnership. Narrative potential of a breakup. From a storytelling perspective, the dissolution of Sally and Billy's relationship could open up exciting new arcs for both characters. It would allow Sally to explore her ambitions and find someone who complements her strong personality. Billy to embark on a journey of self-discovery and potentially transform into the confident, decisive man he aspires to be. Additionally, their breakup could reverberate through their social circles, affecting relationships with mutual friends and colleagues. It might also create opportunities for new romantic entanglements, rivalries, and alliances. Conclusion: should they break up? Ultimately, a breakup seems not only likely but necessary for Sally and Billy to grow as individuals. Their relationship has become a source of conflict rather than support, and their fundamental incompatibilities make it difficult to envision a harmonious future together. While parting ways would be painful, it could also be liberating for both of them. Sally deserves a partner who matches her strength and ambition, while Billy needs to find clarity and purpose on his own terms. If their love story ends here, it would be a fitting conclusion to a chapter that, despite its ups and downs, has taught them both valuable lessons about themselves and what they truly need in a partner.